Alright, here we are, guys. I actually remembered to unmute my mic this time. So, again, let me know if the volume's okay here. Sometimes I change it up and down for recording regular videos, so let me know if you guys hear me alright. Sound test, sound check. And here we are on the front page here with Beast as the featured character. I think this is funny because I'm sitting here with the 5 red Beast, like probably many of you, and I don't have the opportunity to actually use it. So I don't know when, you know, we're gonna get he should be the next one farmable, realistically. Although, you know, obviously if you guys read the blog post, and we might talk about that a little bit later, that Ghost is coming to the War Store, so hold on to your panties, because war currency is already pretty stretched, especially for those of us who are working towards Dark Dimension 4. So that's not super exciting for me. She's not in there yet. I think she'll be coming, because it's in the blog post, that means I expect her to go in on Wednesday. Normally I thought new characters, when they announce it, kind of go into the store or wherever on Wednesday, so that's kind of what I'm assuming is gonna happen. Either way, you know, as much as I'd like to get 6-star, 7-star Ghost, that's just not happening. And, you know, my war currency is stretched still with, you know, I can't even get 7-star X-23, because I'd love to get Doc Ock to 7-star, but that's not happening. And really, you know, for those of us who are, you know, working into Dark Dimension 4 or Dark Dimension 4 Progress, you know, you're basically buying these G15 minis almost every refresh, you know, depending on which one you're after more. But it doesn't really give a lot of room for war credits for shards, really, you know. But I would say that if you're working towards, say, Dark Dimension 3, you know, try to get a 4-star Ghost. I like to say, like, 3-star Ghost is fine for Dark Dimension 2, 4-star is better for Dark Dimension 3, and then 5-star ultimately is better for Dark Dimension 4 for survivability. He is sleeping right now, or trying to, I think, so yeah, he's not. That's good for me, really, because he's been pretty cranky this morning. But yeah, I don't know what to say. I think that they need to start removing characters from the raid and the war store, possibly, because they're not there all the time. Particularly raid and war, you know, you have to wait for them to come around, and the more characters they add in there, the less frequent this is going to happen. And I think some of the older characters really need to be removed from the war store and the raid store and put elsewhere, or into, I don't know, into some sort of legacy. Well, they have the legacy orb, I guess. I don't know, make it more available to get these characters by other means, you know, than some of these stores. It's fine for Blitz and Arena because all the characters are there, which, you know, you can choose at your pleasure, but for Raid and War, you know, you have to wait for them to flip around, so that's kind of lame. Anyways, I'm just gonna start with a quick Blitz rotation because I still need to do this for the Red Guardian event, and after this, we'll start getting to while people come in and stuff. I haven't had a lot to eat, so I'm like eating candy right now. So we'll just I don't know how are you guys doing on the Red Guardian event for Deep Freeze Orb Fragments. I think I'm at 57 orbs or something. I think you need 63 to clear the milestone. So I'm gonna do a really big orb opening, probably by the end of the weekend or on Monday. Where I'll end up opening all the orbs that I need for the milestone and see how many Red Guardian shards we get out of it. I don't know if I'm going to get to 5-star. I really hope I do, because I do have a 6 Red Guardian, and I'd like to get as many shards as possible, but, you know, whether or not that'll happen is a completely another story. Complete another story. That's bad English. Anyways, you get it. So, yeah. Hopefully you guys are doing well on the Red Guardian event as well, and that you're on your way to completing the milestones, plural. Hey Adrian, things are going well, thank you very much on this Saturday. Kind of cold Saturday. You know, I have to go out quite often to take Loki out, so. I didn't unlock, I'm not planning on unlocking Kitty Pryde. I might unlock Iceman, because I think that he's more valid outside of the team. But I don't think, honestly, and this is the same with all teams, I don't think unlocking the early characters really are that big of a deal, because unless they have a lot of good value outside their team, it's really not going to make a significant amount of difference. So, Short answer is no, I don't plan on unlocking Kidding Pride, but I do plan on blitzing for her, and I should get at least 4-star over the 2 blitzes free to play. And I am intentionally losing these matches. Also, hand really sucks. I can't even win a blitz match with them. There we go. We can start winning again. But I will be pulling red stars for Kitty later on in the stream. So I haven't done that yet, so I plan on doing that here on the stream for you guys. And I don't have a lot of gold to spend for Seed Theory, but we'll try and see if we can, I don't know. I'm still not really a believer, but if I have the ability to do so, you know, I'll try anyways, because, you know, why not? 4 red star on Kitty Pride, so yeah, I mean, if you can get at least, in order to get 4-star free to play, you need at least one of the blitzes need to be a 100 shard, or 1% rather. So if you can't get that, then you're not going to get 4-star free to play. But if you are someone with a high TCP, or you can really push it out on blitz, then, you know, it's not too bad. 4-star's pretty respectable, I would say, for a new character. 4-star is usable. I mean, depending on the character, 3-star is also usable, but, you know, 4 is great. Oops, I lost on my Ultron team. I guess I wasn't paying close enough attention. I'm in tier 7? Oh, what's going on? None of those are good. We're gonna have to go back. Let's move up a little bit here. Come on. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I mean, even 1% is quite hard for me to hit personally. I have to make sure I'm doing 7 to 8 rotations daily. Otherwise, I can't hit 1%. And I need to make sure that I'm capped at 500 blitz charges going into the blitz as well. Because, and that was nice, 150 fragments. Yeah, if I don't have 500 plus blitz charges, then I'm not gonna be able to hit 1%. Even for me, it's tough. You know, I really got to push it out. It's doable though, and I did 1% for Yelena the first time. This time though, I'm not doing 1%, as you can see. So we're halfway through, and I might be able to, but I don't want to. I'm just gonna settle for the 2 to 3%, or whatever. Or actually, sorry, not even the 2 to 3%. 45 stars really is like all I need. So. But I think the funny thing is that because of the Red Guardian event, obviously, that's inevitably pushing the scores up for everyone. So events like this, unfortunately. How much, you know, I don't know, but... Finish the personal Red Guardian milestones. Yeah, we're still working away on the Alliance milestones here. They're, I wouldn't say that hard, but getting the whole Alliance to use seasoned characters... I'm not gonna shame on livestream, but there are people who are like less than 1,000 points. There's like 5 of them, and that tells me that people aren't regularly using the seasoned characters where they can. And I am in an alliance where most of everyone, and I can't believe I lost that one to F and Wakandans. But you know, most people do have a broad enough roster at this point, 5 million plus, to be able to do that. So. Can Brotherhood beat Pim-tech? Yes, they can. Okay. I don't fight many of these other weird teams sometimes. Should be able to do this. No! AIM can't beat Sinister 6 without Doc Ock. There's just some crazy stuff. I've lost quite a few blitzes this year. Now Doc Ock Sinister 6. This is basically like a sure to win on Blitz. Oh, another 150 fragments, that's nice. You know, it's funny because fighting defenders is not always sure to win for some reason. I've lost, actually. I've lost with my Asgardians fighting defenders, and I find that a bit strange. None of these are really good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually just do another match here. And then I'm going to go back. Hope for something better. Nope, not really. Pim-tech? Asgardians and Pim-tech? No, really? See? Okay, Pim-tech's awesome. Apparently, Ghost survived. Okay, I think that's everything. Where am I at on the milestone? Oh, I need one more rotation. So I'll have to do that later before the 4 o'clock, I guess, for the last one. So I have a lot of these Deep Freeze Orb Fragments. How many am I sitting on now? 59! Okay, so I think you need 63 to clear the milestone entirely. Yeah, Ultimate 7 shouldn't be a problem. I'll show you my main team, because I need to do a match anyways. I'm 50 out of 50, okay, I need to do more. Oh, I haven't done any. Oh, I'm terrible. So this is the team that I'm using for Seasoned. This might vary. I mean, if you look at the Seasoned characters available. Proxima, Thor, Captain Marvel. Not a lot of amazing raid characters. But Yo-Yo, actually Yo-Yo's on the list, so that's okay. But this is what I use currently. And I try to get at least, you know, up to the 3rd boss with this team. And it's not the full symbiotes, but it's enough. And Anti-Venom actually is able to heal Cull and Emma Frost. And Emma Frost passively heals anyways. So I can usually get through okay to clear some of this stuff. And I need to do a couple of nodes just to use my energy up. Apparently I'm slacking a little bit. Didn't even start. So yeah, I mean, there's definitely people in my alliance that are carrying like a third of the rest of the alliance because people aren't using the seasoned characters, and frankly this was the same for the symbiote event with Anti-Venom. So this event is identical to the symbiote event. Using Captain America with Black Widow, Emma Carnage, yeah, that's not too bad either. I mean, if your characters are high enough, my Cap and Black Widow are not that high. I think they're like tier 11, so they wouldn't survive doing what I'm doing. I'm also on Ultimus 7.1, so this isn't 7.3 is what we normally do. I decided to scale back for the event. Not really a huge deal. I don't mind. So. Just so people would have an easier time if they want to auto or whatever. And I could probably get away with auto, you know, I could probably auto this too. Although I wish there was like I wish there was like an auto basic, because I hate that, you know, when you get to the end of a level and you know your characters use their ultimate attack and be like, damn, you know, I could have just cleared this just by spamming my basic, but I wish there was an auto function that just did that. Yeah, all my characters are T14, and actually, Cull Obsidian is tier 15, so he survives quite well, even though he doesn't take very many turns. Am I planning on investing in Astonishing X-Men? Probably not. Probably not. I may gear up Jubilee, because I will get Jubilee free to play, thankfully. But it's a lot of mutant gear. You know, that's basically, I was going to say 5, it's basically 5 new characters that you're going to have to invest mutant gear into. Of course there's Beast, and he's out right now, but realistically not a lot of people actually invested into Beast, and I didn't either. So the question is, and I've been saying this, you know, for weeks, maybe over a month now, you know, do I need another raid team? And that answer is no. You know, I have plenty of good characters. I have a full symbiote team, tier 14 plus, level 80. That I put a lot of gear into, and I also have a backup team, you know, like a Thanos, Black Bolt, Ebony Maw, Emma Frost, whatever, like a plan B team if I really screw up. So do I need a 3rd team? No, not really, unless there's a reason for me to build the Astonishing X-Men for some new raid, you know, something that's coming down the pipeline that I for some reason need them, you know, then I'll consider it. But I won't otherwise. I'll probably level Jubilee just because she's a legendary. I feel like there will be some I assume there's going to be some reason that you're going to want her. Hopefully. Maybe, you know, maybe she's going to be the worst legendary to ever come to the game. Who knows? I would be really disappointed if she's a legendary only usable in her team because nobody else is. But I don't think that's going to be the case. Fingers crossed. Otherwise, I feel bad for everyone who spent money on Pim-tech to unlock Jubilee to find out she's crap. So, I guess we'll see. I think Iceman, I mean, we don't know what the kit, you know, supposedly a Bishop coming to the Astonishing X-Men. We don't know what the kit is going to be for him, if that's who we're getting. Iceman looks to be like the more widely usable member, because a lot of his text does not even have Astonishing X-Men in it, other than the revive mechanic that he has. You need to have 4 or more members, I believe it is. But other than that, his passive that lowers damage when enemies are slow, all of that is usable outside of the team, so he's probably the most likely to be usable. Even Kitty Pryde doesn't really look that usable. I don't really like her kit that much. I don't like that she has the protector tag. She's not doing any protecting. She's basically worse than Yo-Yo, in my opinion, because she's she's protecting by applying offense down and clearing taunt. But she's not really protecting, if you get what I mean. She's doing a lot of these weird dodging mechanics and dodging healing mechanics that, you know, basically what Yo-Yo does, but Yo-Yo's probably a little bit better, realistically, if she was farmable. A double legendary team. So you're talking about legendary within a legendary? Is that what you mean? And that's why that's going to be her value? Like a Black Bolt? But except for Black Bolt was actually a lot better for when he came out. If that's the case, you know, that's fine, I guess, for me, because I will be getting Jubilee the first time, so that's good for me. But I don't know. I've been really disappointed with him for over a month. I made a video I made a couple of videos probably over the past month about my feelings on the Astonishing X-Men and Jubilee in general, and we don't know the kit. And I think there was a good Reddit post that talked about this, I believe it was yesterday or the day before, about that they're trying to get us to buy offers for Kitty Pryde, and we don't even know the full kit of the Legendary that is supposed to be on that team. So this is a bit strange, I think, because going backwards, we kind of knew most of the kit of the characters from, you know, like... I'd like to see the full kit of not just Jubilee, but I'd like to see some information on the 5th member, which is assumedly Bishop, but I mean, I'd like to get confirmation on this as well. So, I think everything just seems... It's a bit untransparent, and it's really kind of disappointing to me, personally. And like I said, you know, I think it might be better for... I think Astonishing X-Men might be a good... early, well, I want to say early game team, mid game team, but of course then you have to unlock Jubilee, so whether or not you can do that is another thing. But I think it might be designed for people who don't have symbiotes leveled up to the point that a lot of us do, you know, because symbiotes are very strong, and I want to know, put them side by side. It's just too much gear, too much orange gear investment to take a brand new team up to tier 14, 15. You know, to make them on par with what symbiotes would be. Too much gear. You know, I've already spent way too much orange gear, and symbiotes are great. You know, if any of you watch Reminex and some of these other people, you know, they can beat Black Order with the right combination, you know, in an arena. So symbiotes are really, really strong, not just for raids, but for basically everywhere in the game. You know, so symbiotes and Black Order and possibly Emma Marauders, you know, are some of the best teams in the game right now. So, you know, if Astonishing X-Men will counter Emma Marauders in war, hypothetically, you know, I don't know if they will, then I would invest in them just for that reason alone. But 5th member will be another legendary. So you don't think that... So you think it's just gonna... Oh, you know what? That's interesting. So... leading on to what you just said there about the second legendary, is that because they're adding Wolverine to the Jubilee text? Is this why you think that Wolverine's gonna be a filler until someone else comes out? Because I had no idea why the hell they even added Wolverine into the text. Like, is this like a 90s TV show nod? I had no idea what they're doing with that. So unless you're suggesting something like that. Is that what you're getting at? That maybe that they might be waiting another patch, and then we might see a second legendary for that team? I mean, that's possible. I just didn't understand why they added Wolverine to Jubilee's text. because half of the passive doesn't even apply to him. It's only like, you know, and we'll go back over it, because I want to go over that again, and along with the blog post a bit later. I don't really understand that whole addition of Wolverine to Jubilee's passive, even though she doesn't, because he doesn't have the Astonishing X-Men tag, so he's not getting a lot of the things that the other characters provide. So I've been watching the 90s X-Men cartoon lately, so all it reminds me of is that Wolverine, help! Like every other episode that the two of them are in. Okay. Alright, let's get this done really quick, and then we're going to do some Red Star orbitals for Kitty Pryde, I think, after this. But, it's interesting because, if that's the case, if Wolverine is a filler character for some 5th character, so that suggests that Bishop, or whoever second legendary for that team may be, is not going to be a full team, and it also suggests that, well, we're going to get someone else then. Because there were some rumors going on, and I actually meant to stun Deadpool. That was my mistake. Wasn't paying attention. People were saying that only 2 people were going to come to the patch. There's been a lot of things being said about this next patch. I've heard that, you know, only Bishop and Jubilee were going to come to the patch, and then people started talking about Moon Knight and White Tiger, and then so are we getting 3 characters? Are we getting 4 characters? Are we getting 2 characters? I heard there's going to be a potential city rework for city characters. Night Nurse and some others. So what's going on? You know, are we getting a hand rework and a city? You know, is it a Defenders rework again? There's a lot of things that we don't know, and I think that Scopely's been really bad at sort of feeding us information. The blog post was frankly really disappointing. We didn't even get to hear Iceman's unlock method. Presumably it could be a Blitz, but that would be 4 Blitz characters out of 6 releases, and that's super disappointing if that's the case, and super lazy as well. So, I don't know, guys. I've been feeling a bit... I don't know what the word is I was looking for. This patch has felt really slow. I don't know. Maybe it's because it's been going on for so long, but I just feel like we're not making... I don't know. I don't feel like I'm doing a lot in my game. Obviously, I'm doing Dark Dimension 4 now. But otherwise, I just don't feel like I'm doing anything new, you know? And maybe that's just part of the way the game is at right now. I don't know. I'm actually more excited for X Factor than anyone else. So, yeah, I'd actually much rather put my resources into X Factor than Astonishing X-Men. Frankly, unless Astonishing X-Men is a double legendary like you're suggesting, I just don't have good hopes for them personally. But X Factor, just with the 2 characters alone, Shatterstar and Longshot, you know, they seem really good, you know, and that's just with 2 characters, right? So think of what the damage could be, how good X Factor could be with 5 characters, and think if they all had, you know, on crit this happens, you know, X Factor could be some pretty mind-blowing stuff, potentially. And hey, Callie Grizzly, what's up? What's going on? Not much here, just another Saturday live stream. Hope you're doing well, and hope everyone else who's joined me this Saturday is doing well as well. We're going to be doing some Kitty Pryde Red Star polls just after I finish this up here. Yeah, I mean, more characters doesn't mean better patch, you know, because as we know, they just kind of spit characters at us, and with no rhyme or reason, you know, they haven't really been good at telling us why we want something. Skilletary was a bit hit or miss. I actually really like Red Guardian as a character. I think that Red Guardian is going to be useful going forward. I think that he is I think he's going to be really awesome, and Red Guardian is awesome. He's really helping me on Real-Time Arena, actually, taking hits from me, but I do think that the team itself is kind of mixed. Yeah, so Sandman is my future, and I wanted to talk about, because they're talking about city reworks. Who knows, you know, like, I kind of wish that they might rework existing Sinister Six members to give them charges, rather than releasing new ones, although I want new ones. They could fix them up a little bit by giving them charges, and then sort of slightly reworking their abilities, maybe. Yeah, Shatterstar and Longshot are very good characters. I would love to see the rest of the X Factor come out. I think they're going to be a meta team, for sure. X Factor, when they get more characters. But yeah, mutant characters. I mean, look, come on, let's look at the roster really quick before I do any polls. Like, we're just. Oh, so in the last few patches alone, I'm gonna start at the bottom. So Kitty Pryde, Iceman. You know, nobody. Beast isn't new, but he's from like the summer, and nobody really invested him that heavily. Most people. Longshot, Shatterstar, and even the X Factor characters. Like, I would say there's a ton of mutants that came over the last 6-7 months. Okay, maybe it's not a ton. Well, okay, you know what I mean, though. Like, I do have Longshot and Shatterstar leveled up a little bit more. Once I get my Dark Dimension 4 characters out of the way, I plan on gearing them up a little bit more. 4 yellow, 4 red on both. Fortunately, I didn't get 5 on Shatterstar. My luck was not great, but I didn't buy an offer on either of them, so it's not bad for what it is. And I do think that they're just going to be really good characters. You know, if they're stacked with these kind of crit passes, you know, it's really good. And that's just 2 characters. Longshot especially is pretty nice. You know, his speed bar passive. So if everyone gets something like this on the team, I think it's going to be a super meta team. Who knows? Maybe it might be the next Dark Dimension Cosmic Lane team, but it could be also just a really good team in general. Like if one of them is on crit heal or on crit barrier, I could see it also being a raid team, a raid usable team. So who knows? You know, I think there's a lot of potential for X Factor, whereas with Astonishing X-Men, I'm not that thrilled, you know, frankly. I don't know. But hey, so let's get started then on some Red Star pulls for Kitty Pryde. We're going to, I don't have very many, 71. I'm not going to be pulling any elites, because I'm pretty poor on elites on the back of Red Guardian. So I'm going to try and save what we do have for, which isn't a lot. I have a Elite 6, which I'm saving for Jubilee, which I know is funny, but I mean, she is a legendary, so I might as well just use it then. Because at least Shinlock's at 5-star, so... but we're going to be saving everything else that we do get for Iceman afterwards. So I might go 25 Red Star Orbs. We'll see how we do. I'm gonna... I don't know. Pull some of these orbs here. And see if we get any luck here to go into the Red Star Orbs with. Coulson. That's a rare drop, right? Coulson's a rare drop. Pretty sure. 30% at 5 shards. I'm pretty sure that counts, right? Alright. Technically, I didn't put in the 400k gold right away, but I mean, it seems like we might be already in an okay seed. I'm doing this seed because I don't know if I entirely believe this, but let's pull a few. We got a blue. Hey! So we're not going away with less than a 3 on my first pull. You know what? I'll keep pulling some more, but I'm okay with that, you know, because I don't know how much I plan on leveling her up anyways, and gearing her. I need to see the full team. Iceman's probably the only one who I will actually gear up standalone, because I do believe he has some standalone value without the rest of the team. But Kitty Pryde, I don't believe that there is a lot. So we'll go down to 50. I'm willing to go down to 50. Oh, doopity doops. Oh, oh, oh no. Look at those Red Star dupes. Look at those credits. Wow, 3750. Holy poop. Okay. Seems like a good seed. I almost want to pull an Elite 4. Maybe I should pull an Elite 4. I'll pull one Elite 4. I said I wouldn't. But that was a lot of credits. Alright. Let's go. Pink. Oh, come on. And that's a dupe. I have a 6 red hand sorceress. Because I pulled that when I did my Doc Ox, I think. My Doc Ock pulls. I believe I pulled a 6 red hand sorceress. We'll pull a little bit more. I'll go down to 50. I had 71. We started at 71, so, you know, we'll go a little bit further. We do have a 3, so we're not going away with less than that. And because I don't really have a lot of plans for her, I'm okay with that. Blue. But I'm not going to be pulling any more Elite Fours. I want to save the rest for Iceman, so I want to have a couple of orbs to pull for him. A couple of Elite Four orbs for him, rather. Probably lost... Yeah, we got 3. I mean... Oh! Hey! Okay. Hey, that's good. I'm okay with that. We'll just keep going anyways, though, just to get some more Elite Four credits. Frankly, everything in here is probably going to be a dupe for me. I mean, if it's not a 4+. So, it's not a huge... Pulling regular orbs isn't really a huge deal for me. I just want to have enough for, obviously, each character. I try to get at least 20 to 25 per new character, just in case. We'll do 5 more. I feel like they're going to make Jubilee super OP because in the show she's basically useless. We'll find out. You know, if she has like a blind basic or something, or blind and adjacent targets, primary and adjacent targets, maybe. You know, but I'm willing to keep an open mind, and I said this. As much as I'm hating on Astonishing X-Men, I'm more than willing to keep an open mind, and that's another Kitty Pryde. So that's what, 3 pulls on her. Come on, last. Oh, the green. Okay, so we didn't. We actually got a 4, and we got like a ton of, I don't know, like 2 Elite Fours. So that's not bad. So that's 50, and we'll have some more for Iceman whenever that happens to be. I guess probably next week, sometime whenever she leaves. Looking at my calendar, I'm happy with that. 4 red star. That's pretty good. How good is she? Well, I don't know. Maybe the audience could chime in a little bit here, but personally, I don't. Standalone value. She might have some standalone value, but her stats are low. If you checked her out on MSF.gg, her stats compared to other characters just aren't amazing, and so I don't really know. I personally won't be using her standalone, but she does have that 2-turn offense down, which is nice. It's a nice kit move there, and yeah. Iceman, I think, has more standalone value, though, because he does have that stuff with the slow. He could synergize better with other characters like Emma Frost in raids, and he gives, what, 30% or 40% damage down in raids, as long as they have slow. So if you synergize maybe with Emma Frost, the 2 of them could maybe, like, make sure to always have slow on characters, so I think that there's some value there. For sure, to kind of fit Iceman in if you want to slide him into another raid team. But beyond that, I don't know. Obviously, if you're using Iceman in that sort of setup, you would need someone to heal him, though. So you might not be able to use... You might be able to use the 3 symbionts, like Symbiote, Spider-Man, Carnage, and Anti-Venom, because you need Anti-Venom to heal other characters. Something like that to keep Iceman and Emma Frost alive. That might be valid. And then, you know, they can spread stuff around. Carnage can spread stuff around. I just want to pull a couple of gold orbs here. I wouldn't say I'm low, but let's see. I might get some good luck. I haven't had a million drop in a while. Normally I save these for red star theory, seed theory, or whatever. I got quite a few of these gold orbs from Dark Dimension 4, which is what we're going to go into next. So I think we might be able to finish. So, in case you guys weren't all catching up with my Dark Dimension 4 from my special stream from, when was it, Tuesday or Wednesday? I'm a bit ahead of that now, so if you haven't been following my videos that I've been putting out, I am actually almost done. Node 3. So we're going to be finishing that off, and it looks like I didn't get too much good luck. I'm going to save the rest of them. Did they say when Ghost is hitting the War Store? It should be Wednesday. Normally when they announce characters to be farmable in the stores, it normally ends up being on Wednesday that they release them. And, you know, it's funny, I already have 41 premium orbs from Christmas Eve when I did that giant pull for Call Obsidian. So it seems like I'm getting about just under 50 premium orbs a month. That's not bad. I don't know where they're all coming from, though, really. Just because it must be more than the Orb Assault. I have a lot of orbs. Look at this, 1465. So they did say that there's no reason to hoard this anymore, right? That there's not going to be. That's what I think it was a Wolverthor video or something. Basically, that there's not going to be any more hoarding or milestones, essentially, other than gold, because we do know that there's probably going to be another milestone character after Emma Frost, and therefore there's going to be gold relative milestones. But I don't think there's going to be any of these. So at some point, I'm just going to have to spam open these, I guess. Hey, we got some ballistic weave. I need 3 molecular cloth. But I don't know if I'm gonna get it. No. I don't know where else I can get them. I don't think there's anywhere else I can get them. I'm not doing 100% on the Greek raids, so I'm not getting more of these elite orbs, unfortunately, which do have a chance for superior uniques. I think I'm stuck on that. So, okay. Training mats. Yeah, there was a good post on Reddit actually suggesting that maybe somewhere in the Blitz or the Arena store, they should allow you to buy training mats for other store credit. You know, even just a little bit, perhaps people might buy them. So that's a lot of gold. 48 million gold. Holy crap. I know that if you run through Dark Dimension 2 and Dark Dimension 3 and you like clear nodes quite quickly, you know, I think it's Dark Dimension 2 more. There's a crap ton of gold orbs, I believe, in Dark Dimension 2, and you can kind of go back to back to back to back with the right team. So Dark Dimension 2 is a great way to get money, but then yeah, you might run into that training mat problem. Let's check out War just really quickly before Dark Dimension, just to see if there's anything I can do to help. We're almost platinum, guys. 1159. We need 1200. So, the moral of the story, if my alliance can get platinum, any of your alliances can get platinum. Because we're pretty casual, so the fact that we're almost there, any casual alliance should be able to get to platinum. Okay, so we got a Black Order team here, huh? With the Thanos tier 14. You know what this calls for. You know what this calls for. My favorite team. Oh, where are they? I passed them. My favorite team. Doc Ock. And the best part about this is that there's no security, no cargo bay, and no engineering. So this is my favorite team to fight Black Order. So let's go, guys. Now, of course, if I lose, then I'm going to feel bad, but I shouldn't. I love Doc Ock. Once I get through my current bit that I'm at for Dark Dimension 4, I'm going to start leveling up my Sinister 6 up to 80, all of them. Because that's really the only way to get more power on them without gearing them. Oh, wrong target. There we go. Block heal. Look at that heal. One block on Doc Ock like heals them really fast. Oh, that's a lot of buffs. Okay, we landed 4 offense downs. That's good. That's probably GG right there. Let's see if we can land. Yeah, we did. Okay, great. We got the defense down on Call Obsidian there. That was really helpful. And because of that, we're actually... you know what? I'm actually going to land... I'm going to try and land... Oh, God. Let's see. Oh, no! That might have... I wanted to get the ability block on Thanos. Now, the 2-turn ability block would have prevented him from doing his ult. I might have screwed that up a little bit because now Call's going to taunt, and I should have just blocked his taunt. That's probably my bad. tried to play it a bit differently. Thanos had defense up, so that probably didn't help. But at least we avoided that one attack there. Hey Dara, how's it going? I think we should still be able to win this though. He is going to ult here, but he does have offense down. So that didn't do a lot. I think we should get the block heal. There we go. Yeah, so that's not a huge deal. Rhino's still hanging in there a little bit, but he's taking a lot of damage actually. Ooh, Cull Obsidian took a beating. Got some bleeds. Swarm bleeding everyone. Okay, yeah, there we go. Can we get some healing there on... Rhino needs some healing. Got a lot of death proofs here. Uh-oh. Oh, my team's taking some damage here. Uh-oh. Block heal. Oh my god. Come on, Cull is almost dead here. Oh, there goes Mysterio. Get a slow on Ebony Maw. Ugh, there we go. One more hit on Cull. There we go. Hey, we might get a revive with Mysterio. I think we are. There we go. Got Shocker back. There we go. And we should get this here. And Corvus is down. Somehow Rhino's still alive. And here we go. Bah! Not that it matters, but I think that the Mysterio revive is really funny. Not the bees! Here we go. Okay, we got it. And Mysterio got a revive, so that was fun. One of my favorite counters is Black Order. Now, unfortunately, you know, when there's like a 700k Black Order, it's a lot harder. But right, so I'm going to attack this one, and then hopefully somebody else can clear the Asgardians later. Brotherhood 2.0 is another favorite of mine. Unfortunately, more mutant gear. If you haven't already invested into Brotherhood, it's kind of hard to do that now because there's so many good mutant characters out that it's really such a... Unless you have huge res stars, it's hard to dedicate to building up so many of these, you know, X-Force, Brotherhood, Astonishing X-Men, and X-Factor. You know, there's so many good mutant characters to raise these days. So I'm gonna drag over here, I think. Oh, wait, that was a bad idea. Oh, I should have dragged them closer to... Oh, I always forget, like, who to target with Magneto, because now Groot has Taunt. This is a bit annoying. It's only gonna hit those three when I really want to get to Rocket. I think we can hear... There we go. And he taunts. And I taunt. And I clear. And we just need to get Rocket. Oh, he's gonna AoE? No, not yet. Pyro blinded. That doesn't matter. Although now I got slowed. That will kill them? Yeah, there we go. So, yeah, Blob is really good actually. But Brotherhood 2.0 is one of my other favorite teams. I really like Blob. If I had infinite mutant gear, I would be investing more into Blob. I think he's really good for the team. And Blob is quite an interesting one, because I see a lot of people use Blob on more defense with the Marauders. You know, there is space there to do that, so. Weekend Arena's rough. 19 hours to pay out, but you've dropped... Yeah. Am I at 20? Already? Really? Let's check that out. Let's punch down really quick then before... We're going to do one arena match, and then we're going to do Dark Dimension 4. So my arena's on cooldown, I guess. 20? I really feel like people are like just punching me for the hell of it. Like, Boilon. Alright, let's go. I need my daily, I guess. Where's Loki? Oh. I was like, where's my water? Okay. It's quite a bit easy now, though, I think, because I have tier 15 Thanos and Cull. It's really not that big of a deal anymore. You know, back before everyone has super powerful Black Orders, the most ideal situation, actually, would be for Thanos to crit on his basic and knock someone into their yellow hit points. But that doesn't really happen anymore. Can I get this? There we go. They're in yellow. Now, the problem here is this. But we did just one-shot... well, not one-shot. We took out Ebony Moss, so that basically means we're probably going to win. I would say that, although I'm going to lose my Proxima. Oh, wow, my Ebony Maw took a lot of bleed damage there, but we're still going to do that. Ooh. My Ebony Maw might actually bite it if he gets his ultimate first, which he probably will. Got a lot of back-to-back turns here. Yeah, that's gonna kill Ebony Maw. He doesn't have defense up. That's a shame. I should still win. I have offense up. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, okay, we should be fine. There we go. I can stick it on auto now, I think. I mean, I could get a 6 red star for Ebony Maw, but I don't really want to, because his kit doesn't really lend to having more red stars, really. So I don't think it's worth it. Yeah, definitely get 7775 in Thanos as soon as possible. If you're using an empowered form, definitely, for sure. Alright. Oh, lucky you, man. Jack Random number 10. And you're weaker than me. Your team's weaker than me. Get out of here. It's all about punching down. And then getting attacked. I think more people attack me. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe that's just what I'm thinking, is that people see me more now and they're like, you know what? I just want to attack that guy. Because I totally feel that ever since I started doing YouTube, or, well, probably since November, maybe. You know, I started losing my ranks in Arena a little bit more frequently. So I noticed that people start seeing my videos a little bit more. And maybe they just see me in the arena and they're like... I'm sure they do that to, like, Valley Flying and OMG. And you're like, let's just beat them so we can, you know, we can say we won. Okay, so... here we are. Back for another episode of Dark Dimension 4 with Boilon. Here we are on Node 3. If you're just returning from one of my live streams, you might notice a skip, because I don't have the video of this recent attack, which I did. If you guys want to see that, that'll be coming out tomorrow, I think. This one here. This is a pretty big damage attack that I did recently, or yesterday, rather. And this was 31.71 million damage, so I didn't have this on live stream. But this was a really, really good attempt for me. And so we're almost done, and I think we're probably going to clear it here today. So we're going to jump back in here, of course, and do that. Oh, I already get up before Arena payout anyways. It's just today I was up at 5 AM instead of 7, which is normally when he gets up, and I just couldn't survive to payout. I had to take a nap. So, here we are. Dark Dimension 4, of course, the lineup that I've been using lately, in case you guys haven't been following. Thanos, Cull Obsidian behind, Sinister in the middle, Ghost, and Baron Zemo. So, this is my setup here. It works for me, you know, I'm really happy with it. I'm more than happy with my progress that I've been making lately in Dark Dimension 4, so this is really exciting for me. And we're going to jump back in here and hopefully get the clear here. I think my cooldowns are pretty decent, so I think I should be okay. It hasn't been overly challenging. You know, I know it's hard to say, but I've actually been enjoying Dark Dimension 4. Like, it's nowhere near the difficulty level of Dark Dimension 3. Where, like, you get wrecked out of the gate for a lot of these times. Dark Dimension 4 is actually a lot more manageable. Crystal from this wave will always perform our ultimate ability. Crossbones, yeah, this was annoying. Crossbones always performs ultimate. And I think that's it, but the explosion did a lot of damage, so... I do want to focus on Crystal first, I think. And then Crossbones second. But I need to get some debuffs on... Well, actually, I'm gonna knock her turn. Yeah, I'm gonna knock her turn bar back. That does a lot of damage even with offense down. Okay, we need to get some buffs up here. Come on, guys. Okay, so we're stuck on Cap. Okay, you might be able to defense up everyone, so it might be still kind of effective. I'm gonna do this, and I'm not gonna taunt yet on call. Although I do need to heal. I don't like double upping my taunt. Kind of stuck on Cap right now. Oh. Uh-oh. I know we can do this, so if this doesn't go the way I want it to, then we're gonna probably restart. I'm taking a lot of damage here. Stupid crossbones. Whoa, whoa, sinister. Hold on. Get some healing. Wait a minute, Zemo's dead already. We'll see if we actually needed Zemo or not. Taunt here. Okay, here we go. Unfortunately, we don't have very many. We don't have any debuffs actually. That's a bit unfortunate, but we're gonna do this anyways for the damage, and that cleared up quite a few. Oh, here we go. Final wave. So Vulture, Green Goblin, and Ghost Rider drop down. Ugh, another Crossbones explosion. Sinister is slowed for 2 turns. This isn't very good, and we're kind of and Thanos has a defense down. Oh boy. Right. Okay. So do we have an ultimate? Let's try and get Elsa down though. She's a pain. Her follow-up attacks. All right, we do. There we go. We got some more healing. We're gonna knock turn bar back on Ghost Rider. That slow is not nice. 3 more turns until another clone. There we go. Elsa's down. Ugh. Cap clone. Oh, turn bar. Oh god, I'm taking a beating here. Gonna follow up. Oh, more debuffs on Thanos. Oh god, this is not looking too hot. Oh my god. I might have to redo this. This is not looking great. Nope, it's the slows. It's the slows. It's just really not. And Ghost is glitched, I guess, there. Whatever. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna try this one more time. I feel like the slows were not really great to me here. I think we can do this. Unfortunately, we didn't get to go into the wave with a lot of Sinister clones like we would normally. If you guys were following some of my other runs, there were a lot better choices, and maybe that's my fault for taking Cap instead of who else was there? I didn't really want to take Cap as a clone. Scarlet Witch would have been a bit better clone, actually. For some basic and spreading. Even Crystal probably would have been a better one. Just wondering if I'm going at this the wrong way. An ability block on... Okay, I don't think that matters. Yeah, it didn't really matter that much, but we're slow. That's probably what was the problem. It was that the rebound chain on Zemo's ult, that was the issue, I think. Let's knock the turn bar back on Crossbones, though. Right, so maybe I should hold back on the cloning. Ghost is taking a lot more damage this time now, though. Let's heal instead, and maybe we can get through this. We'll taunt up, because we got defense up with the Infinity Stone. But I do need to clear these buffs, so we're gonna have to double taunt. Scarlet Witch has this ability to spread debuffs to other characters, so that's kind of why I want her. We're taking a lot of damage here, though. I can't tell if this is going worse. This is definitely... Oh, wait, no. I thought Ghost was dead. She might be. This feels like it's going worse. Redistribute, please. A little bit. Okay, offense down is slow. Even with offense down, they still hurt a fair bit. Thanos needs to kill someone. We need to kill someone. Thanos needs to heal up pretty badly, but there is that Scarlet Witch dead already? Oh my god. Why is this going so poorly? This feels a lot worse than the previous run, for whatever reason. What's going on? Okay, so let's here, I guess. Uh-oh, Call's gonna... This definitely feels worse. I don't know what happened or what was different here, other than the fact that I guess I didn't clone Cap. Was that really... Let's keep going. Let's see if we can salvage this, maybe. I don't know. Still quite a few turns away from a clone. We can heal. There we go. We healed the bit. 5 enemies remaining. Zemo bit it. Okay. At least Ghost's still getting her pass. Is she actually is being resisted? It seems like. No, I would not change any of my Dark Dimension 4 characters. So I'm completely happy with my choices, despite the difficulty that I'm having right now. There goes Ghost. I don't know if I'm gonna get this necessarily. I might just. I don't have the characters I need for global, so I might just let this go. I think I'm gonna let this go. I think I could have done this better, for sure. but I won't be able to carry on anyways, even if I did one-shot that, or not one-shot it if I finished it off. I'll definitely get it next time. And I don't have... I'll show you guys what I'm working on. And hi, Lewis. I am not. That was the end of basically the end of node 3. I just let it slide there. So the problem is that I do not have my 4th member. So if some of you guys were on my previous live stream, I'll show you. What I mean is, unfortunately, I am needing to do this. Sabertooth. But I'm short 4 molecular cloth to finish. So, and a couple of levels, but I'll get that later. So I'm going to be taking Sabertooth, unfortunately. It's kind of a means to an end. I don't really necessarily want to, but I'd rather get him and make progress than be stalled, I guess. Well, that's great to hear, Lewis. So thanks for watching my content, and especially for everyone here who's joining me on this Saturday as well for the live stream, and everyone else who supports my channel. So that's awesome. That's good to hear. And so this is my global setup right here. So Mr. Sinister, Ghost, and oh, Zemo, right? I was like, who else is there? I have a lot of hearts for some reason right now. So Baron Zemo, Mr. Sinister, and Ghost, and then Sabertooth is going to be the 4th one. So I don't think Sabertooth is really going to be all that impactful, but it's kind of a means to an end. In terms of my Cosmic, though, when I go back here, I currently have, as you guys know, Thanos and Cull Obsidian. I'm going to be working on Proxima, I think, as my next skill character, and Minerva, wherever she is, as my next tech character. So I think that's what I'm going to go with. Need to finish up gearing her to 80. I do have all the uniques, so that's good. But she does take 4 sets of tech, and I just finished off Ghost, so I think I'm gonna get stalled at Cosmic probably, because depending on how global goes, I'll probably end up doing that. I think there's gonna be a time period between getting Minerva and Proxima online before I finish global. And then of course for City, I'm gonna try and get at least 2 symbiotes. Symbiote Spider-Man Carnage maybe, or Symbiote Spider-Man and Scream. Haven't decided. And then I don't know who else to use for City. I know that ideally, you know, more symbiotes would be better, but realistically I don't know if that's going to happen. So I don't know who else is on the agenda for City. That's not Bio. Mysterio. Ghost Rider's quite expensive, I'm pretty sure. Punisher, probably. Punisher will be on the list. He doesn't take a lot of gear. And I already have him at 14, so he's probably going to hit 15. I don't know who the 4th character is going to be, though. I haven't really decided. Maybe by that point there's going to be a rework on some of these characters that might make it a bit easier. Because I heard that there's going to be a City rework coming on patch 5.1. So let's see if that's true or not. I heard we're getting a Night Nurse rework, maybe. I don't know if that's true or not. Someone said there's going to be a Night Nurse rework. So, that would be funny. The only reason why she's even that high to begin with, because she was, like, the best healer, or the only real good healer that you could use in raids a long time ago, like 2 years ago. Unrelated, but is there any way your next roster review, could you look at my account? Unfortunately, I do have 4 other people in line right now, and I'm actually kind of thinking at what I need to do going forward for my roster reviews. There's been a lot of requests for roster reviews, and it's a bit unsustainable for me because it's taking away from time that I have to do other content. So I would say look me up on Discord, get a hold of me there, and we can have a chat and we can talk about it. Yeah, that's what I'm going to say about roster reviews right now. I don't have a ton of time for that right now, but just hit me up on Discord and we can do something about that. 6 Red Star Night Nurse. That's a bit unfortunate, but yeah, maybe. We'll see. And that's what I mean, though, is that, you know, if we look at the blog post from Friday, it was really disappointing. There was barely much information there. Some skilletary event or some military event that nobody really asked for. But if I'm not mistaken, on the back of Anti-Venom's event, they also had something like that, like a symbiosis week event or something like that. So it seems like they're ripping off other characters now, and they're just using the same sort of event stuff. My Discord is the information on my Discord is at the bottom of all of my videos in the description. You can also find it on the front page of my channel. Sorry. And otherwise, if anyone in here is from my Discord, they could also probably link the invite link as well in the chat, possibly. First 7 Red Star tune was Night Nurse. That is unfortunate. My condolences to you. But maybe, you know, if there's a rework that will, you know, might work itself out. Looks like there was some more progress here. We're in the hangar now. Oh, okay. I can use my defenders. This is like the only good use of defenders, really, here, is killing aim teams. That's like the easiest way to use them. It's a bit of a punch down, but why not? Secret mission, yeah, it does say that the secret mission or covert ops or whatever the hell the new thing is called, that's coming. It did say orange gear, right? I don't know if it's G15 necessarily. It might, maybe a couple. I have to look back at the blog post was so disappointing. I'm gonna have to look back at it again and clarify what it said. But all I know is Ghost is coming to the war store, and that's all I care. Look how easy I could have just put that on auto, but defenders just Rex aim. Aim is not great to put on defense by themselves anymore. I don't think. I think that some people use Aimtron still with Ultron, but I think there's better uses for Ultron now. Aim isn't bad on offense though. There's a few teams that they can beat, including some hero brawlers, a few other random sort of teams. I've even beaten Guardians actually with aim, so depending on how high your aim is. By and large, my high Red Star pulls have been pretty bad. Night Nurse, Wasp, oh my god. Are those all 7s? That's a lot of 7s. I only have 2 7s. I believe this one. What do I have? Can Pim-tech beat Mercs? I don't even know. I don't think so. Maybe. They have a lot of dodging. But... I don't know if Pim-tech can actually beat anyone. I've never done this before. It's punching down, but, you know. Let's see. There's Korath, though. That's a weird one. Let's see. Let's find out. This is going to be for science. I haven't really used my Pim-tech much in war, because I don't really know if they can realistically beat many people. Now, keep in mind, my Pim-tech power is really, like, a third of that is Ghost, so... Uh-oh. Oh, he blocked it. Oh my god. Oh my god. All that damage. We don't have a way to clear negative status effects, right? So are we kind of screwed? Oh my god. That was a lot of healing. How did that happen? I don't remember the kits. Gain taunt, defense up. Okay, that's not going to do any damage, but we're still going to get the taunt. Oh, that was a terrible idea. I forgot about Ultimus. That was not good. And we're blinded. We need to heal. Can we get some slows on others? That might help a little bit. Maybe. Now, if we could extend this with Ghost, that might help a little bit. Oh, actually, there's a lot of stuff going on. Ooh, that did a fair bit of damage, but... Ooh, I'm still stuck behind the taunt, though. We need to clear this. You know, if I had better ISOs, I might be able to get through this better. Interesting. The taunt's on Ghost, but Ghost actually dodges a lot. Can't be dodged or blocked. So now we got the ability block, so he can't taunt, so that should help. Fortunately, Ghost is slowed, but she's healing a lot. Is Ultimate's worth gearing up? Not really. Not really, but if you have a lot of Mystic here, maybe. Here we go! Taskmaster just got wrecked. Oh, Ghost is getting wrecked. How is Ghost healing so much? Is she just dodging? There we go. Steal some of those buffs. Knock that turn bar back. Wow. Ghost is like soloing everyone. Maybe they're a bit better than I thought. That's a lot of text. 15% max health on allied Pim-tech dodge. And she got a lot of health now because she's like tier 15. Wow. This went a lot better than I expected, actually. Even though it was a punch down. Oh. Good to know. Maybe I should try that again sometime. On Mercs. Now, granted, it was like a Korath Ultimus version instead of Bullseye and Killmonger, but it was interesting. Ghost survived quite well, and the others did actually as well. Maybe I definitely screwed up on that that stature taunt, but hey. I don't know. The question is, I don't know if anyone's seen any videos on Pim-tech beating other teams or not. Like, can they, realistically, can they, like, I don't know. If they could beat other meta teams, I would definitely invest in them. I just don't know how likely that is. Hey, Clown Prince, welcome. It's better late than never. You just missed, I don't know, War, Dark Dimension 4, Red Stars, some raids. So this is Pim-tech, right? So now that we know that this is going for Jubilee, we need to talk about this a little bit. I'm just wondering, I don't know. I mean, my Red Stars are decent. I just wonder if they're worth building, at least a tier 12. Realistically, could they counter better teams? If I took them all to tier 12... I'm looking for more teams to counter Emma Marauders. Probably not Black Hole, because that's very unlikely, but, I'm sure if you guys are anywhere near an alliance similar to mine, Gold 3, Gold 4, you're probably seeing a ton of Emma Marauders on the war defense, and they're a pain in the ass. Like, even for me, I hate fighting against them, because they're a real pain in the ass, and I only have a couple teams really for them. I don't do the Pim-tech lane in Greeks, but I probably should have in Gamma, because I am, it's not, I don't have a huge Pim-tech team, but it's better than probably half my alliance, frankly. Over half my alliance, because I don't think many people are actually leveling Pim-tech that much. I'm surprised I even have them this high. Yeah, but the problem with X-Force, X-Force is really good at taking them out, but the problem is, and I'll show you my X-Force here, is That really, again, more mutants, right? So more mutant gear. But, you know, most people have most people have Emma Frost, Sinister at tier 14 or 15, and then Strife maybe 13, 14. But realistically, do I want to put the gear, the orange gear, into these characters? Because X-Force isn't really meta outside of War, really. So if I were to put, I would have to put some orange gear into them in order to make them more valuable. And orange gear is very valuable. You know, like you need a lot of orange gear. You need a lot of orange gear for Dark Dimension. So I'm a bit reluctant. And actually, I need to need to rank girl. Apparently, I forgot about that. But realistically, you're gonna need to probably put some orange gear into X-Force to keep up with the Marauders. I'm not really hugely focused on War. You know, we're a very casual alliance, so for that reason, I'm not really willing to take them past tier 12. I should get Domino up a little bit further. The rest are at tier 12 though, except for Deadpool. He's sitting at 10. I guess I should bring him up a little bit more. But yeah, I'm not sure I'm willing to take them up to tier 13 or higher, you know. I think 12 is fine, but there's a lot of other priorities for my orange gear, unfortunately. But you're right, X-Force is one of the best counters to Marauders, I think, because of the heal block and all these things. I just wish there was more. I don't know. It's a bit of a challenging aspect of the game we're in right now because of tier 14 and 15, you know, certain characters, certain highly meta characters, you know, Emma Frost, Mr. Sinister, you know, are getting really big, really bulky in their power. And how do you beat them other than raising other counters that are equally bulky? You know, my Strife is also 14. So the only way to keep up with the counters is that you would need to also raise, you know, your X-Force to tier 13, maybe 14. So War is a challenging part of the game for people who build tall, I guess, you know, because, you know, for people who have a handful of teams at tier 14 or maybe whatever, you know, a dozen characters. But in order to take some of these out, you would need equally powerful characters, and I think that's what makes War a bit challenging right now. But yeah, they definitely do. If you can get up, but that's the thing, right? So a lot of people have, at least the characters that the alliances that I'm facing, have a lot of 500, 600k Marauders. So you would need an X-Force that's 500k roughly or better, you know, and it's no problem. But 500k is hard to get up to. Even with Warbust, that would be like 450 or so, probably. And, you know, it's not that easy to get up to and to invest into a war-only team. And that's my problem. Like, I have no problems investing into Marauders like everyone else does. Because, you know, Sinister and Emma Frost and all these other characters, more or less, are usable in other game modes other than War. So it makes sense to upgrade these characters who you're going to use in other game modes because they're going to extend across the Marvel Strike Force. Whereas X-Force, aside from the Doc Ock event, I guess, you know, they're not really going to... You know, they're not really gonna be usable too much more outside of that. So, you know, Black Order is largely usable in more places as well. So, yeah, that's some of the issues, I guess, too. I still have my Alpha raid. I don't know what you guys are doing in Alpha. I'm doing the Cosmic Lane, but with seasoned characters, this is what I came up with. Now, my Groot's almost dead, apparently, and Shatterstar died. So... I'm gonna have to use Drax, I think, here. Thor, Drax, Groot's basically dead. Yeah, I don't know what my plans are for tier 15 for, you know, like after Dark Dimension 4. I guess it depends on what gear I get. It makes most sense to kind of, you know, I'm thinking of X Factor. X Factor's on my brain. I'm doing Alpha 4 right now. Oh wait, sorry, Alpha 3. Yeah, no, yeah, I'm on Alpha 3. Difficulty 4 right now, and then tomorrow's difficulty 5. I think my plans for the game, you know, I want to have fun. And I think, you know, I'm going to shift gears a little bit, I think, going in the new year. You know, as much as I want to keep ahead of the meta and that kind of thing, I want to do that, but I also want to have fun. And to me, having fun is leveling the characters that you want to level, that, you know, maybe aren't super meta, you know, like Sinister Six, you know, Doc Ock team. You know, I really want to level these teams, even though it's not the wisest thing to do from a meta perspective. You know, maybe X Factor might be really meta, but you know, I want to put my gear into the characters that I want to put it into. So you might see down the line that I have a tier 14 or 15 Swarm or Electro. That might happen because I really like Doc Ock and the Sinister Six team. And, you know, I might make some more questionable choices, but at the end of the day, you know, and they're not the worst ones, I guess. They're not like a Luke Cage or anything, but I want to have more fun with the game, with the characters that I want to build. And especially once I get through Dark Dimension 4, I think that'll give me some more wiggle room in terms of what I can do with my orange gear. And so I want to start gearing up characters that I actually want to bring up, you know, characters I have fun with, that I enjoy playing with. And Young Avengers is on my list, although I'm really hoping they get rid of Miles and all that crap, because I don't want to gear Miles. But Squirrel Girl, I have a 7 red Squirrel Girl. She's definitely getting what I call the rule of 7 treatment. So decent 7 red star characters. I'm going to max them out. So Squirrel Girl is going to get maxed out at some point. Better believe it. Squirrel Girl is getting that G15 at some point. And then hopefully when Young Avengers actually get their other new characters, that they'll be better. And yeah, I think Sinister Six is on my list of characters I want to upgrade, and also X Factor. Now that could be a potentially meta reason there. But I do think that they're really fun and they're really good, even with 2 characters. I definitely see them being heavily, that's not the right word, really good when the other characters come out. So, unless, like, people were talking about that, that Astonishing X-Men is going to be a double legendary. I forgot who originally said that. I don't know if someone in my stream mentioned, and I forgot the name now. That maybe Bishop isn't actually the 5th member, and it's going to be a legendary within a legendary, and that they're not going to be completed by next patch. Who knows? We don't really know. Like, they've been really untransparent with us lately. So I think that the new patch should be coming pretty soon, but we don't know even how Iceman's going to be released. And January is going to be over soon in terms of Marvel Strike Force. So I'm surprised that they haven't given us more information about what's coming down the pipeline in the next 2 weeks. Yeah, the symbiotes are a really powerful team, and like I said, going back to what I was talking about earlier about Astonishing X-Men, you know, is there any point to gearing them up if you already have symbiotes up to tier 14 plus? Probably not. There's probably very little reason why you'd want to. I think my Drax is going to bite it, though. What is there goes Drax. What's the Astonishing X-Men going to be able to do that you can't already do with the symbiotes or somebody else, you know? Realistically, maybe they're more designed for a mid-game kind of player who don't have symbiotes built up. Maybe we're missing the point and they just haven't been honest with us about what the design intentions are for the team. Maybe it's going to be a double legendary. Who knows? Maybe it's 2 legendaries on 1 team. I don't know. Seems like not everyone has the full answers. Hey, Sizen, how's it going? How's your Saturday, or whatever day or time zone you're in? I don't know. Hope you're doing awesome, and thanks for joining the stream, and thanks for everyone else joining the stream on this Saturday afternoon for me. And I'm definitely going to bring the Astonishing X-Men characters up to, like, I don't know, Blitz level, which to me is like 60, 65, maybe 6664, Gear 10-ish. You know, like, I bring most new characters to that level anyways, just so I can have a good blitzed, usable character. But whether or not I end up taking them further is going to be really dependent on what it looks like in the weeks to come. Playing an RTA with Emma against an S-Guardian. You know what? I wanted to show you guys... I think I'm done. Am I done here? I wanted to show you guys what I'm currently running on my real-time arena team for knockouts. Now, I've actually had some really good... Oh wait, this isn't my usual team, but this has been working anyways because... Why am I using this team? I haven't even done my dailies. Aim and Sif, Mystic. I think I'm ignoring these dailies for now. I don't really care. I need more Mystic. I need more Hero. Wait. 150 hero with 600 hero, She-Hulk stature, blaster. That's why I was using Electro in here. And some knockouts. So I find that Doc Ock is very, very good when it comes to real-time arena. So we'll see if this works again. I find that the combination of Doc Ock and Electro really, really powerful, because Electro has, and depending on who you're going up against, Electro 2-turn defense down, offense down, sorry, is really powerful, and we're probably going to be able to beat this team here. Should be able to focus on Invisible Woman and get her out. I know this is not always all about knockouts, but I do need quite a bit more of those as well. So we're just going to do a couple of matches, and I really love using Doc Ock in real-time arena. I think he's one of my favorite characters. In general, I bought his 6 red, by the way. I think, when did I get that? I don't know if I got that on live stream or not, but yeah, I got 6 red Doc Ock now, so that's really good. He's a lot of fun. Let's get that Invisible Woman. Ooh, close. Ooh, she might bleed out. Oh, wait. Yeah, Electro's really fast, too. That's another reason why I like Electro. Now, I feel bad for these people because I'm killing them before they get a chance to use their abilities. So I'm the bully. Somebody's got to be the bully every now and then. Oh, there goes my Red Guardian. But he served his purpose. Oh, we're stuck. I'm actually going to save... That is a lot of buffs. Yeah, I guess we can do this. We don't have a tank anymore. Defense down. Let's see how much damage this does. Ooh, ooh, ooh. That was like over 300,000 damage with all those hits. Electro's really good. I think people underestimate Electro. So that's what I was saying earlier. Like, Electro's gonna get the what I call the she's gonna get my treatment for Orange Gear once I clear Dark Dimension. I think unfortunately she's a bio character, so you know what that means. That kind of competes with symbiotes, unfortunately. But she is really powerful, and especially alongside Doc Ock, you know, with the offense stuff from Shocker, it's quite something, really. I want to put T4s into her passive, actually. You can auto it now at this point. Electro is really strong. She's quite nice. And of course, when you have the full team, she's building up her charges a lot quicker. And the passive actually does a fair bit of damage as well. So I have thought about putting T4s into the passive because it does an extra 100% damage on the passive, which triggers fairly decently often. But yeah, if you're looking for a good team to win with RTA, a lot of the times I find Doc Ock and Electro, this combo is really good. If you want to make it even better, you put Swarm on the other side, because they're right next to each other. I'm just going to do my dailies here, the two matches. But yeah, I normally just spam real-time arena when I'm just before dinner, just throw it on auto. But when I actually want to play it, you know, if some sort of real-time arena league comes out, I might do this combo. Like, I think the Doc Ock chargeable combos, Swarm and Electro, are actually really good. They're really solid. Electro's also quite fast, so again, another reason why she's quite good. 2-turn offense down. If they're not running Doc Ock, then realistically, and I think she goes after Phoenix, so Phoenix will actually suck up everything afterwards. Sorry, before, and then Electro will go and place the offense down anyways. Pim-tech, that's interesting. So we should probably go for... Ghost has a lot of dodging. Let's go for Yellow Jacket. Wow, this guy has a 6 red. Toki-wan. Good on you, Toki-wan. You got a lot of, He's got some pretty powerful Pim-tech characters here. Alright. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I kind of hope that there's some plans for real-time arena leagues, tournaments, things like this. Like, I do like competitive play, competitive thinking, and all of that, but I do admit that the Battle Pass and real-time arena is a lot of autoing and a lot of spam playing, and it's not competitive in that same sense. And I just realized they all had evade, so that was pointless. I wonder if I'll lose. Pim-tech better than Pim-tech all that? Oh, we're stuck on time. Huh. Interesting. Can we... Oh, okay. That... Yeah, I know that, you know, even still, you know, real-time arena is very contentious in the community, I know. That, you know, you either hate it or you either like it or you hate it. I don't think there's a in the middle, but frankly, yeah, I get why people are mad. You know, I don't like having to do this kind of spam objective stuff myself. But if there was like a more competitive way that we could work on this, you know, a lot of people were suggesting, and I'm just going to put this in auto now, a lot of people were suggesting that possibly they might be leading up to... Oh, stupid Ghost Rider, man. He just ulted an evade. A lot of people were suggesting that this might be leading up to a real-time arena store, and that's why they haven't been unlocking, releasing characters at a more frequent rate, because they're planning something over the next few months with many of the newer characters possibly being put into some sort of real-time arena store with its own credits and stuff, so I don't know if that's the plan or not. I'm not an envoy, I don't really... I don't get to hear things that other people do. Not sure how... I mean, I think a lot of people would be potentially frustrated with a move like that, but I guess some people are always going to be frustrated. Yeah, I mean, I wish that the Battle Pass would have been more, just in general to the game. Yeah, I think, yeah, Gabriel, I think that's exactly how I felt, is that even though I like real-time arena, I don't like it being tied in this way of sort of autoing, and that's not a lot of fun. But if you could, you know, do something different on a daily basis on Blitz or on raids or whatever, you know, if there was another way that you could do it. I feel like this battle should have ended by now, but it's kind of like I got, holy crap, they got 3 turns of ability block on my Doc Ock. Am I gonna lose? Should we, let's clear Ant-Man. There we go. Okay. We're gonna time out here. I guess it's good for ability uses, though. Gonna be skins. I mean, honestly, how long has it been now for those of you who've been playing? When we got Gray Deadpool? God, that was like 2 years ago, if anyone's been around that long. The X-Force Deadpool skin that was gray when he comes out of the rubble from the movie. Okay. Oh wait, did I already do my daily? Oh, that's weird. Okay, I guess I did. My bad. Yeah, Pim-tech does have loads of dodge, so that's what makes me think... I don't think a lot of people have experience using Pim-tech. I need to go look up on YouTube if there's more videos with Pim-tech. I want to know, can Pim-tech counter any of the top meta war teams? You know, I did beat Mercs, but I was punching down. Could I beat them punching across? I don't know. I haven't tested it myself. Or punching a little bit up. Could they beat Marauders? That seems unlikely. But I don't know. I've not seen enough video footage of Pim-tech doing other things, so I'm kind of curious if they could do that. If they could, I would definitely consider gearing them up because they're tech, and there's actually not a lot of good tech characters to build right now. So I do have quite a bit of extra tech gear, actually, at least for purple. But there's no... Right now, if I'm gonna widen my roster, it's gonna be specifically to counter some of these meta teams in war. Like Marauders, Taskmaster, these kind of teams. Juggernaut raids... Oh yeah, Black Panther raid. I forgot about that. Was that a raid, though? Black Panther raid wasn't really a character release though. It was like something they did later. But Juggernaut was a character release raid, and wow, my Thanos is almost dead. I was just confused. He took a lot of damage. Juggernaut, Venom, and Juggernaut was the first Gamma. Venom was Alpha, and Miles was Beta. I'm pretty sure. Back in the day. I think that's how it went. Yeah, they really need to... I don't know, like, I feel... I don't want to say that the game's getting stale, but I am getting bored of certain things. You know, I'm getting bored of the the daily raid grind, and certain things that are getting a bit, you know, annoying to have to do, I guess. No problem, Sizen. Thanks for joining the live stream. Hope you enjoy the rest of your Saturday. Yeah, Black Panther had some rewards in the beta raid, I believe, or one of the raids, Alpha raid, or something like that. I feel like they need to... I really hope that Scopely is doing or gearing up to release something new. I think there's something that we're just missing, and I'm hoping it's just not just related to real-time arena, but I hope that there's something more in the pipeworks, because the raid scene or the raid stuff is getting super boring, and they really need to add some new stuff there. Yeah, we did Dark Dimension 4. Unfortunately, I just let it slide a little bit. We didn't finish the node, unfortunately, but I will get that finished up tomorrow. I tried to quit out and then try to do something better, and I think I actually did worse. But we're going to be finishing up Dark Dimension 4, Node 3 tomorrow, and then hopefully we'll try to save our cooldowns. That way my global characters can go into Node 1 with full energy. So we'll see. Yeah, raid sim would be really nice, actually. I'd be complaining less about this if we could raid sim like the first half of the raid, and then I'd be more than happy to manual raid, you know, the second half of the raid, for example. Because I find that I can't auto up. Once I get to the third boss in the middle lane, it gets really, really hairy when it comes to raid simming. So, autoing. So, yeah. But I mean, even then, that would clear out a good 15 minutes probably if I did the first 6 or 7 nodes on some sort of raid sim. That'd be nice. Alright, it's not blitz time yet. I don't know if we have a whole lot left to do, but I wanted to check something out really quick. So we're gonna switch over to my what I call my browser scene. So yeah, I never got a chance to use the raid sim. Was up for like 10 minutes, wasn't it? An orb opening. I did my Kitty Pride orb opening earlier. I got a 4 red star. If you didn't see it, then you probably missed out on that, but you can always scroll back through this later on if you want. Yeah, I mean, I hope they bring something like that in the near future, but they did say, I'm pretty sure they mentioned though that they had no plans of bringing out the raid sim immediately, so we'll see. I wanted to look at this covert ops event because I kind of scrolled through it very briefly. So military characters. So who is military? How many military characters do we have? So we're being forced to use military for an event. Great. Okay. Okay, so for Blitz, Arena, and Raid. Why do they do this? Somebody tell me, please. Why do they make us use... Because, frankly, the only one who's even, you know, reasonably usable in Arena is Captain Marvel. And I would say that's only for mid-game players now. Early and mid-game players, perhaps. Maybe Cap for early game players. Why do they make us... You know, this is just... like, the amount of points you get for this kind of stuff, which actually is running right now, so we can actually take a look at how crap it is. It's... But the amount... No, like I say it's for... You could say it's for early game players, but I mean... Where is it? Red Alert? Win or lose an arena battle with season. So you get 38 points for an arena match out of a total of 1,600. Like, it just... There's no point, you know? Like, it's just... Even the score is worthless. So if it's something similar to that, that's garbage. And I just don't know why they do that. And so I expect the blitz simming to be very similar to what the Red Guardian is now. You know, you're going to get a third less points or whatever. Or, you know, what was it? 20, like, what was the screen time one? 36 versus 22? So I see that being the case here, you know, and then raids. Okay, so... Alright, you better believe it. We have to use military characters for raids for a week. Let's go back to that list. Better believe it. Okay, so, come on guys. What is the plan? Cap. Red Guardian. Punisher. And... War Machine? Killmonger? What's my plan? If I need to come up with an Ultimates team to somehow clear this content, I'm gonna have to throw everyone with healer ISOs because I have no idea how they would manage to... Actually, Red Guardian has some healing on his taunt. This looks pretty hairy. I don't know how I'm gonna manage Ultimates 7.3 with a team like this. We might have to, like... We'll have to see the rewards and see if it's worth pulling back on Ultimates again. Maybe to 7.0. I don't even think I could beat 7.1 with this team. I could do a couple nodes. I mean, I have Healer ISO here on Red Guardian and nobody else, it seems. I should do it for Cap, probably. Killmonger can drain, I thought. 20% drain. On kill, heal for 10% of this character's. Now, is this on his kill? Does he have to kill them? Or just... Yeah, I guess it would say enemy death otherwise, right? So he has to kill them, I'm assuming. Well, I mean, going back to the blog post again, so... I mean, maybe we're not gonna... Well, I want to know how much points are we gonna get from raiding, or can I just blitz sim all of this and get the points that way? If that, you know, if that's the case, then I guess that's okay. But if it has to be a combination of it, realistically, we'll see. Anyone in my alliance not get the first time rewards for Ultimate 6? We did that a long time ago, so I think it's probably on. Maybe there's some new people in my alliance since that haven't done it. But going from Ultimate 7 to 6 that's a huge difference. The amount of rewards that you get in Ultimate 7, even just 7.0 versus Ultimate 6, is a pretty big difference. So I wouldn't be willing to drop down that far for this. Blitz scoring, yeah. So it's interesting though, right? So they're trying to. They keep saying that they're trying to regulate the difference between people who can't blitz sim versus those who can, you know, and that's why they do that. And I get that, you know, but I feel like it's just making it, especially for the Red Guardian event, you need like 6 or 7 rotations. It's quite a bit on blitz sim. Like you know, and that's if you have enough teams, you know. That's like if you're like me and have like 25 to 30 teams that you can blitz sim, rotate, you know, and it still takes me like 6 rotations. Yeah, so it includes new armory, 14 and 15 orb fragments. So I assume then this means G14 and 15 minis. That's what I would gather from that. So that's probably going to be the main stuff that you're going to want from this, I guess, here. And hopefully that'll help. This lucrative secret mission by powering up your military characters. Alright, they said it, guys. I need to start powering up my military characters. Who am I powering up? How am I getting ready? What am I doing? Somebody tell me. How many of these equip all buttons should I be clicking? Am I ready? I don't know if I'm ready. I don't know if we're ready for this secret mission. Am I done? Did I win? Are we done the secret mission? Winter Soldier? Click. War Machine? Click. Alright, we're ready, guys. Cap? Click. Cap's bio, though. Interestingly, I have a lot of ABCs. 1163. I could probably max out like 4 characters right now. Yeah, Yelena needs some work. I need to put some more levels into her. I'm just waiting for the gold dailies to reset and things like that. Red Guardian needs a couple more levels. I'd like to take him up to 71 at least for that extra resistance. I did get his passive. I think he's actually decent. Max health, skill military. You know, I think Red Guardian is probably the best one of this patch. Or sorry, the best one of this group of characters. Shatterstar and Longshot are pretty good actually in hindsight. And I do have the 6 Red Guardian, so I think if I could get to 5 by the end of this event, that would be really nice. But it's like they made an event with 9 characters. I guess they did this with the symbiotes, but it's just kind of frustrating. And so, of course, you know, if you guys saw this yesterday, we're getting Ghost in the War Store, yeah! So, now I will say one thing, and this was echoed a little bit on Reddit, is that at least they're giving it to us early. So Ghost is one of the, you know, you're going to need that for Jubilee, but at least they're making it available early. So if you do really want to unlock Jubilee, and it's possible that they might make Yellow Jacket and Stature farmable before the event, so at least they're giving you the time now to get the war credits to farm her. Because realistically, if you just, what do you call it? Laser farm on Ghost, you could do it. You know, if you really want to unlock Jubilee, you could laser farm your war credits into Ghost, and you could probably get to 5-star. So I'm not that mad. It's better than nothing, but yeah. Well, if that's the case, if Jubilee comes out in like a couple weeks, then well, they really botched that because Yellow Jacket and Stature's not out. So I'm also wondering, actually, is Yellow Jacket considered farmable because he's in the battle pass, or are they planning on releasing him afterwards? Because we still have what, 2.5 weeks, or 2.5 weeks we still have on the battle pass. So realistically, we're not going to see him until sometime in February when the battle pass is ended. I doubt they'll add him in somewhere during the battle pass. That doesn't make sense to me. Or maybe they won't at all, because they'll just assume that's like your way of getting extra shards for him, and that you have to do that. They might bring Stature out to either the Blitz or the Raid Store. That seems likely. But I wonder about Yellow Jacket. Only so many can do global lanes in Alpha 3, so everyone else is screwed. Are you talking about the Astonishing X-Men being global, or were you just talking about lanes in general? Is the only way to get Doc Ock shards by leveling an X-Force up? Yes, Brett, you have to get your X-Force to 5-star, all of them, if you want to get Doc Ock, including X-23, who is in the War Store, and Negasonic, who is Doom War 1.9. So if you're not level 70 plus and can get into Doom War, then realistically you're kind of far out from getting Doc Ock. Anyways, upcoming blitzes. Yeah, you're right. So all this crap. We're getting a Loki. Oh crap. I need to be careful when I say this name. We're getting this blitz. Can't say the name because he's sleeping over in the corner somewhere. Can't say that out loud. This guy is coming on Monday. I can say this, the God of Mischief, but I can't say this. Otherwise, he'll just pop out and like wake up. Apparently, so many people around my neighborhood have the same dog name, because we were up at a dog park, and I think like 3 other people had the same name. I'm like, well, that's disappointing because I thought it was unique. And then, of course, we have the block party. This really needs to be monthly. There's no reason for this not to be every 2 months. At least we'll get double Squirrel Girl shards if you're farming. Iceman's info really should have been it should have been this vlog, frankly. And I want to take this chance to go back into the Jubilee passive as well. So I forgot who it was who was talking about this in the live stream like very early on, but they were suggesting that we might not actually get Bishop or the 5th member of Astonishing X-Men because of this. Because of the Wolverine passive part. And so some people were suggesting that this would be a double legendary team. That maybe we might see 4 members of the Astonishing X-Men, including Jubilee, with Wolverine as a filler 5th until a potential 2nd legendary character. Now, I don't know how likely this might be. Kind of interesting. I always thought, why the hell is Wolverine in the passive? You know, why are they doing this? I don't know. And the problem with using Wolverine here is he's not an Astonishing X-Men ally. Or sorry, he doesn't have the tag. So he's not getting all of this stuff. He's not getting the health. He's not getting the speed. He's not getting the damage. So that's a bit strange. X-23 now recently has the X-Men base tag. But that's kind of pointless too, because I don't know how many... sorry. I don't know how many of the text in the characters actually have just base X-Men in it. Oh. I don't know. Let's check X-23. Let's go back to the X-Men. Also, I noticed that my live stream is not lagging as much this time, so maybe the way that I kind of fixed it is a little bit better. So, we have X-23... Wolverine's in here? Oh. Oh, right here. X-Force allies and Wolverine gain 40% focus. This was a bit of a strange one, because... I don't know in how many instances you're running them side by side, but... like as a movie nod or something? Pim-tech's like Asgard for the first black... yeah, well, I mean... I'm wondering what's going to happen, and they need to... yeah, before the X-Men tag was added, that's true. And I was kind of curious... oh, I think he's waking up, maybe. I was just curious, how many characters do you have the X-Men tag? Just X-Men. So it looks like here... B says some stuff. He says apply regeneration if that ally is an X-Men. So that applies to like X-23 now. But then it says if that ally is an Astonishing X-Men, heal again. So there's more healing if they're Astonishing X-Men. And then we get some X-Men ally text here. Specifically X-Men. I'm just wondering how many of this is X-Men, because it says Uncanny or Astonishing X-Men on this now. Colossus, I don't know, does he have... Uncanny, okay, I thought maybe it was... oh, wait. When a negative effect is applied to an X-Men ally, +1 charge. No, they didn't take Uncanny out of Beast bonus, but they added in Astonishing. So the buff part, the buff ability here, it does both. Uncanny or Astonishing. So that's still there. They just added stuff in. They didn't take anything out, as far as I'm aware. And then Cyclops passive? It's okay, this is specific to Uncanny. I was just wondering how many other things had base X-Men in the passive. It seemed Uncanny. That's unfortunate. I just don't know why you would run X-23 with any of these other ones. Uncanny. Does Wolverine have anything? Oh, here we go. If at least one X-Men... oh. And then the speed is Uncanny X-Men as well. That's unfortunate. I just feel like there's I forgot it was Storm. This is really disappointing, by the way. I was really hoping that they would do something with Storm and that they would make... I thought that maybe that she might fit into the Uncanny team somewhere. Or not the Uncanny, the Astonishing team. Because she is more of a raid-focused character anyways. X-Men, oh there we go. X-Men or X-Force. So the question is... why don't they have the X-Men tag? Oh, they do have the X-Men tag. Oh, okay, so you might be able to fit Storm in as a filler character, perhaps? Like Storm, Beast... Iceman. I don't know if you'd want to raid with this wave, but I mean, Storm, Beast, Iceman, Kitty, and Wolverine, I guess. Yeah, so let's go back to this again. So speed up works here to X-Man or X-Force. Assist now, so that works, but the charges... See, this is why I thought that she was going to be... I mean, you kind of need her to be with Beast now, because it's a lot more effective. But I just didn't know why they didn't make it more obvious, you know, why they didn't maybe actually slot her in somewhere. That'd be really nice, because she's kind of this benched, semi-benched character that used to be really good. Like, you know, she does a lot of damage if you properly gear her out, and you use this on, like, a raid wave, completely wipe everyone out. But what I'm really disappointed with is this part. So if Beast is an ally, 50% chance to keep charged. If this was 100%, or even if the T4 gave you 100% chance, this would be great and would make sense, because then you could just go from Ice Storm into this to Storm of the Century, and that would do a lot of damage. And she'd actually be really good, I think, with Beast, if that was the case. I don't think that would be too OP, personally, especially since she's a raid character. And it doesn't really matter, does it? Because if it's a raid character, then, you know, I guess you could make a war defense out of this, possibly, if that was the case, but... Yeah, overall, I'm still kind of disappointed with the Astonishing X-Men, and you've heard me talk about this quite a lot, and Iceman is the only other usable one, in my opinion, outside of the team. The passive is probably easier to look at it on MSF.gg, but, you know, you get the reduced armor and reduced damage with enemies with slow. Other than this, which is interesting, this is like an Ultron-esque revive, but you need 4 or more. You probably won't even be able to do this without Jubilee, so it depends on if we're getting Bishop or not. If we're not getting Bishop, then you're gonna need Jubilee just to trigger this. But you don't actually need this anyways, and so everything else can be done without the other. You don't need Astonishing X-Men for him to function, is what I mean, really. So he's probably the best character on the team standalone until we get a 5th member, Kit, or the rest of Jubilee's kit. Yeah, something like that would be nice. Like, we need some better Beast Storm synergy beyond that 50% chance. Would have been nice, like 50% chance to keep the charges, and if it doesn't trigger, then maybe just remove half. That would be nice. But really, it's disappointing. I only have a 3 red star anyway, so I probably wasn't going to use her. But, you know, for those of you who might have a 5+ red star Storm, could be quite valid. You know, she's not terrible. And the passive actually is pretty decent, and all in all, I would use her alongside Beast if her kit was not so charge dependent, and you lost the charges specifically on this one. Because obviously it's not worth gambling for losing the charges on this, and most people just use the basic and the ultimate and just avoid the special unless you're using it on the back of the ultimate. It doesn't really make much sense anyways. It's just like my mini X-Men rant there. I think they weren't really fully thinking about when they started bringing characters out from the X-Men team. I have a video coming out for tomorrow. Basically, I'll be reviewing my roster a little bit, and also I'm going to be going over how much money I spent to date. I know a lot of people have been curious about that, and I know I haven't actually spent a ton, but I am doing a spending review of my own roster for tomorrow. So you'll get to see that if you're around on Sunday tomorrow. Dr. Doom. Well, I've seen some of the video footage, and you know, I'll gear him, of course. I think that while he's a really strong character, I think that there might be some plans to have a team, like some sort of meta hybrid team with him. I know that it's very common to have probably Invisible Woman alongside him, and really, for him to get his full potential, I think it's going to be about hiding him and making sure he doesn't die. So if that means using Red Guardian on the far end or something, that might be likely, using like a Red Guardian, Invisible Woman, Dr. Doom, I don't know, some other, you know, mixed combination. I think, yeah, I'll definitely agree that I think that that COVID definitely screwed up everything. I mean, Yelena and Red, yeah, they were supposed to come out with Taskmaster, with the Black Widow movie, and that got pushed back, so they had to do a combination release here. They probably weren't intending on a lot of these things, so I'll give them, you know, some, you know, I know my life's been screwed up since COVID anyways myself, and, you know, I'm willing to give them the benefit of the doubt, but we are into 2021, and if this keeps going on for another 6 months, and we're seeing, or we're not seeing, what their vision is, you know, maybe they should tell us these things, you know? They should be honest with us and say, hey, you know, we planned on doing these things, but because of recent events, you know, we're not, or whatever, you know. I don't like how we have all of these sort of half-baked teams. Young Avengers is one to start with. I don't know what the hell they're doing here. That's something I've talked about multiple times. And this is what I was talking about earlier, though, is that it's just tempting. I actually really want to... This is what I call the rule of 7. So if you have a half-decent 7 Red Star character, you should feel obligated to take them up to max. If they're half-decent. I think Squirrel Girl is actually really good. I think her kit's really good, and I plan on T4ing her. I'm going to max her out. I'm going to max the crap out of Squirrel Girl. Once I clear Dark Dimension 4, I'm going to take her out to tier 15 and hope by that point that the rest of the Young Avengers are out, or they fix the team by then. Do I think that Taskmaster was originally going to be... That's possible. Maybe they were thinking, you know... Actually, let's go back, now that you're talking about that. White Tiger for Young Avengers? That doesn't seem to make sense. I hope they give us real Young Avengers, and maybe... let's ditch Miss Marvel. Let's ditch these two. We can keep Squirrel Girl and America Chavez. Let's bring in Stature, and then give me Wiccan and somebody else. And Hulkling, or someone else, and then I would be really happy with that, and that'd be enough for me. It's actually a 7 Red Star Squirrel Girl, but I'm not there yet at the 7, but I will be soon. So I pulled that, you know, earlier in 2020. I've never heard of female White Tiger. I don't know who that is, so let's... I was gonna go back and look at Black Widow because there's something I wanted to show you guys, but let's White Tiger Marvel female. Is this Ava? Oh, you know what? The name sounds familiar. I don't see Young Avengers. I see Avengers Academy. Ayla. I think is she in the Champions comic? I'm currently reading some of the the present. The comics now. I don't know if she's in... New Avengers? That's not... It's not Young Avengers, though. The Defenders. Okay, so we definitely have Defenders here. And, you know, saying that... oh, sorry. I know very little about Moon Knight, who apparently we're getting. Is this the right one? Is this the current Moon Knight? I know very little. Apparently we might be getting Moon Knight as well, and I know very little about him. So, he's like, is he like Marvel Batman? Because that's really what I think of. Like he's not. He doesn't have powers, does he? He's like White Batman. There's a lot of stuff. Powers. Does he have powers? Moon Knight's state of mind has always caused his power and abilities from... Madness, so powerful it can only be described as magic. Okay, so he does. So there's something going on. So he could be mystic. Is that what we're talking about? Khonshu. Is this an Egyptian thing that was up here? Up at the top. The Egyptian moon god. The mercenary where an idol of the Egyptian moon god Khonshu saved him and gave him moon-based power. Okay, so he has something. I don't know what exactly. I never really played... I never really seen him in other games, so I don't know what kind of powers he has. So if that's the case, then I guess that's Mystic. That sounds like it. So he might be a Mystic City character. He doesn't look half bad. Imbued with the Phoenix Force. Well, that's something. Well, there we have it. So, the question is... Oh, wait, some people are saying that he's going on Defenders? Was he even related to... I don't... Defenders? Defender? Defenders 90, number 49? That's not what I meant. Scroll up. Oh. Nope. Defenders. Face Conquer Lord before briefly joining the Defenders. Okay, I don't know what's going on here. Defenders? Apparently he was briefly affiliated with the Defenders. So... Again, I don't know if he's going... Has he been? What's his affiliations here? Midnight Suns. Ooh, that's a good one. I like them. See, that could be Supernatural. Yeah, I mean, it looks like they're briefly affiliated. Heroes for Hire. That's Luke Cage's thing, isn't it? I thought. No. I really like the Midnight Suns, because that's also Elsa. So who do we have? Yeah, we have quite a few. Dr. Voodoo, that would be kind of cool. Elsa Bloodstone, Iron Fist. This would be a good crossover for Iron Fist between the two teams. That'd be nice. Scarlet Wong, former members. Doctor Strange. Johnny Blaze, Ghost Rider. We have Johnny Blaze, Ghost Rider, right? That's what we currently have. Doctor Strange. So we could make a team here. Morbius. Is Blade on here? I didn't see him. Oh, Blade's there. Current members. Elsa Bloodstone. So, I mean, we could make a Midnight Suns team now and, you know, add in some other characters too. That would be really cool. I really hope that... I don't really know much about Moon Knight, but I really hope that we don't actually see him on the Defenders or something. But what would be the point, you know? So if we're getting two characters, both Moon Knight and this one, White Tiger, who actually I know very little about, why would we need two different characters on the Defenders exactly? Are they going to be the next city raid team, or that's? I mean, we already have that, don't we? The symbionts. So what's the point? War offense, war defense. That's what I was thinking. You know, have one character specific, kind of like the She-Hulk Namor thing going on. We're gonna have make Defenders great again. War offense, war defense. Maybe actually beat the Marauders. Maybe on the war offense version. I don't know. You know, like why only Moon Knight for? But I don't see any affiliation with the White Tiger for Young Avengers, so that to me doesn't make sense. Avengers Academy does suggest something like that. Avengers Academy, you had a lot of characters that kind of crossed over a bit. Who is that? Who is that? Oh, is that Ant-Man? Giant Man. Henry Pym. Is this red suit? Is that Henry Pym? AKA Ant-Man? I always forget. Former members. Instructors. Giant Man. Yeah, Henry Pym. Who do I want most to come to Marvel Strike Force? That's easy. That's Apocalypse. I said this in a video or two before. I would like Apocalypse to come as a legendary, or it doesn't have to be a legendary, but I think that would be cool. With 4 mutant characters that transform in the presence of Apocalypse, so they don't have to start off. You know, they could actually be released prior to Apocalypse, and then when you put them all together, it creates a Horseman version of them. Like Angel could be like a standalone mutant X-Men character or whatever. And then when you put them on the team with Apocalypse, it turns into Archangel, some sort of transformation occurs. I think that'd be really cool. I think that really makes a good 5-man team as well. Makes sense for the game. So that would be really good. I think that's who I'm most looking forward to if that happens. Yeah, like a mutant version of Black Order, basically. So a legendary character bringing 4 other characters together, empowering them a little bit, or changing their kit a bit. Yeah, I think that'd be really cool. I didn't actually read the Civil War comic arc that much. I actually didn't start rereading comics more recently until the last 2 years. I've been catching up with a little bit. Before, I was just kind of watching a lot of cartoons, like a lot of younger people did. We do need like some sort of world boss raid thing. I heard this is a thing in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. I don't play the game, but I heard that there are other game modes associated with that. I don't know why I'm getting all these ads on the side here. I heard that Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes has quite a few of these other sort of raid-esque sort of things. So I would like to see that. And then you mentioned a Night Nurse rework. Oh god. Anyways, oh, there we go. Let's go back to the game. So yeah, we'll see. I guess what happens in patch 5.1. Let's get back to my regular scene here. I want to go back to Black Widow really quick, because was it Black Widow or is it Yelena? I think, was it Clown or someone else mentioned? I think that they were originally, Yelena and Red Guardian were originally meant to come out with the Taskmaster patch, because, now where are they? Where's Yelena? Doesn't she have something in here? Black Widow? Here we go. Gain an assist from a random skill military or Black Widow ally. So I like that they're doing this kind of nod, but I feel like this was a missed opportunity or something. Like, why do I want to run Black Widow with these characters? Because Black Widow's speed up doesn't even land on them properly, like it does with Avenger characters. Now, if that was properly tied in there, I would maybe, you know, maybe we'd be onto something. So why doesn't Black Widow have the military tag if Yelena does? Because aren't they like, they basically did the same training? Where's my Black Widow? She's not that low. Black Widow! Where's my Black Widow? Can't find her. Oh, there we go. So camouflage tech. Why? So this should land here. So this should apply speed up to self. It should be shield allies, Avenger allies, and like, I don't know. Not skill. That's the thing. I feel like that was supposed to be a tag. You know, I feel like this was supposed to be some sort of like Russian tag or something like that. Because if this was able to apply to them, that would make probably a mountain of difference. That way it would give Black Widow more flexibility. But currently it doesn't, and nothing in her kit got changed since the rework, since the Wave 1 Avenger rework, to really add anything there. So why would I want to run her with the team? I feel like they just kind of, and this kind of reminds me of the Wolverine thing in the Jubilee passive. Like, are they just like not even thinking about what they're doing anymore, and they're just kind of adding this in, or what? I don't know. Yeah, if Black Widow had the military tag, I think this might actually make a huge difference in their viability in war and what they could do, because Black Widow can already steal quite a bit of buffs on her basics, so maybe, you know, she would be the actual 5th member instead of Captain Marvel, which some people are using. But Black Widow could be an interesting choice if that speed up actually worked to them. And does he have it too? No, assist from Yelena. I thought there was some more Black Widow stuff. I guess not. A lot of Yelena in here. But Yelena has text with Black Widow, so where was my Yelena again? There we go. Yeah, I haven't had an opportunity to actually use Yelena all that much yet, because my gold spending is getting a bit rough because of Dark Dimension 4 and all that stuff, so Red Guardian has some healing for the team. I think that the Skilletary team just need that extra push. Maybe damage. Depends on who you're running with, right? I mean, because technically they have skill military is, you know, a 5-person team already, but military skill. So technically it's a full 5-person team already. If you want to drag Killmonger off and you want to, well, Punisher's easy to drag off, I guess. But a lot of people are using Captain Marvel as a 5th instead of Killmonger. People are leaving Killmonger on the Taskmaster team. So I would say that they're missing a little bit of damage. Healing, I don't know if they need the healing necessarily, because if you're using them offensively, then it doesn't really matter as long as they can get the job done. The question is, can they get the job done? And that's what I'm trying to answer. Because I haven't seen, and I probably need to do some of that maybe later on today. I'll do some YouTubing around and check out if anyone has any good gameplay footage of some punch-ups or some good clips for Marauders, or sorry, Skilletary versus Marauders, things like that. Please send them to me on Discord or something. I can give a watch for them later, because I really would like to come up with more Marauder counters. That'd be really great. And if they can punch up a reasonable amount, I would consider it. I have a 5 red mercenary soldier. Highly contemplating getting the passive, but only if they're actually good, if they're usable. Anyways, that was just my sort of mini rant about things right now. There's a lot of characters that I want to work on, but the question is, how much can they punch up? So if we're talking about a punching across, you know, that means we need to bring them up to a very high degree. And this gets back to what I said before, is that, you know, a lot of people have a really built-up Sinister, have a pretty built-up Emma Frost now, and so realistically, if you want to use Skilletary or X-Force to beat them, you're going to need to bring them up to, you know, 400k plus, 500k, to even stand a chance against some of these people who have these bulky characters. So realistically, do we want to build X-Force to 500k or Skilletary to 500k? I don't know. You know, the proof is in the pudding. If they can actually do it, I would love it if they could punch up, you know, and so they can beat Mercs, they can punch up on Mercs, but they can't punch up on Marauders. That's kind of disappointing. So that's what I mean, right? So if you have to punch across, a lot of teams that I've seen have 500 to 600k Marauders, and I'm not going to bring up Skilletary to 600k. Even 500k is quite a big ask. So we need this is the, you know, I am actually more frustrated fighting Marauders in war than Black Order. I don't know why. Black Order's still a pain in the ass too, but at least Black Order can beat Black Order, whereas Black Order doesn't always beat Marauders. I've seen people lose to my Black Order with Marauders, or sorry, I've seen people use Black Order and lose against Marauders, is what I meant to say. So it's easier to beat Black Order with Black Order than it is to beat a high Marauders with Black Order. That's what I meant to say. So we need more teams that can punch up a little bit against Marauders. Personally, I think that I wouldn't say they've had their time, but they are really good. So we should, at the very least, have a team that can punch up against Marauders. I guess X-Force is it. I mean, but I don't know. I just, like I said, I don't feel good about T14ing my entire X-Force team just to beat one team in war. And maybe that's just me, because war is not a huge priority for me, and I'm trying to find other ways to use good characters across multiple game modes. And maybe that's just my priorities are in the wrong place. You know, I'm asking to have better ways to beat Marauders, but I don't want to put in as much effort to gearing up my X-Force. Maybe that's me. But I'm gonna do one more arena match here, and then I think I'm gonna wind down the stream. It's just over 2 hours now, and I think I was gonna say, I think Loki is like half passed out on the bed there. Where is he? Okay. Move my camera. Nah. Hold on. Nope. Nope. Oh, wait, over there. He's just like... Alright. This is my living room, by the way. Alright. Let's see if I can fix my camera. Oh, my green screens. Oh. I'll fix this later. Oh no, my green screen. Well, that's close enough. That's good enough. Anyways, hope I don't time out here. He's actually been really good. He's been napping the last 2 hours basically, but we should probably feed him some lunch soon and maybe take him out to a dog park or something. So we'll do this match here, and I don't think I have a whole lot left to do anyways, so I'll probably wind down the stream unless there's anything that you guys want to see or talk about before we end. Otherwise, of course, like normal, you know, I'm very accessible on Discord, so if you're not already a part of my Discord channel, I recommend it if you have the program. And you can find that in the descriptions of all my videos and on the front of my channel as well. Do get in touch. Talk a lot on Discord. I'm always there. Even if I'm not, I'm always on my computer, it seems, these days. So if you have any questions, any advice you're looking for, anything like that, feel free to get a hold of me on Discord. Hope I don't lose. Oh, no, we're doing fine. But, as always, I want to thank everyone else for coming out today on this Saturday to join me ranting about the game and almost getting through Dark Dimension 2. Dark Dimension 2. Dark Dimension 4. Kate Bishop to the Young Avengers. I'm fine with that. I mean, as long as she's not like a ripoff of Hawkeye and that there's actually some, you know, something good in her kit, I'm okay with that. Ideally, I'd like to see Hulkling and Wiccan and one more. So I don't know how many they might dump. You know, they could have more than 5 characters for Young Avengers. I'm fine with that too. But at the very least, I would like to see Wiccan and Hulkling. Kate Bishop would be fine. Speed would be fine. I'm flexible with the team. You know, there can be more than 5 characters as well. I'm not too bothered by that. But I'd like to see some of the original members come to the team, and then I'll be happy. And then I can use my 7 red Squirrel Girl and max her out or something. We'll have to see, and of course we're ending here with Kitty Pryde in the background, who I guess is going to be coming on Thursday's Blitz, so good luck everyone finishing up this Blitz for Yelena, and then get your Blitz hands ready for another Blitz with Kitty Pryde next week, and another Blitz event with this Covert Ops crap, and you thought Blitz was over? Blitz is never over. You know, we went from screen time currency to Red Guardian, to this Covert Ops, to whatever the hell's gonna come after this. So yeah, you thought you were done. You wished for Blitz Sim, and here you are, guys. Blitz Simming your ass off every event, every week. So yeah, enjoy. But that's the end of this stream here, guys. I want to thank you all for coming out on Saturday, and yeah, definitely catch up with me on Discord if you want to continue this conversation. And otherwise, I'll see you guys next weekend. And enjoy your weekend, and I'll catch you all later. Boilon signing out.